Welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. After sleeping out on the enemy airship, we're going to be going on in...
What a miss!
And, okay, so you have to go to that Moogle to get the magnet.
The letter,
done.
yes.
And is that a missable...
Very missable.
Oh, man. That's obnoxious. Well, not like the most obnoxious, but pretty obnoxious.
Yeah.
I talk to every Moogle I see anyway.
Yeah, but that one doesn't appear until you leave the screen and come back, so...
Yeah, so now we're using the teleport pods.
Scooby-Doo-Woo.
I like how Vivi trips and falls and has to brush himself off. He's still a bit of a klutz. And that makes sense for a mage, you know, they're not going to be as physically adept as the rogues or the dragoons. What was I going to say? They're using the pods to go straight to Alexandria, which, if they can do this, that semi-begs the question... Why are they? Why?
Well, it might not be. It might not be efficient. Like you probably wouldn't be able to move. Maybe you wouldn't be able to move materials that way.
Well, you know, I can understand them flying an airship here, but why does Braun fly on the airship instead of teleporting?
Well, she's pretty extravagant from what we've seen, and like having a big fancy airship. Like, that makes more of an entrance than just, like, poof, there you are.
Well, she could just teleport to the airship and then teleport back. There's no reason for her to waste her own precious time on the ride to and from. You'd think you leave that to the underlings to handle so that the teleportation gear is in position,
Minigames!
Maybe I'm just overthinking it, like a real ruler should.
For some reason, I really want to play the Phantom of the Opera Chandelier song right now.
It always bugged me that we're swinging this cage here, but the cage graphics are just perfectly vertical the entire time.
Yeah. So, no, I'm not even going to question how that works. So the trick here is that you press the opposite direction at the center of gravity, so whenever the cage reaches the bottom of the swing is when you press the opposite direction.
Yeah.
We now have Steiner's best grinding spot.
Yeah.
Well, he's also the only member in the party right now, so...
Yeah. Well, it's more so that he has the blood sword and an endless wave of Alexandrian soldiers, so you can just stand here and just mash X while you do something else.
Yeah, pretty much.
The spot earlier where you're riding the what was the name of the fucking thing? The gondola. Where you're fighting those worms, that's a really good spot for Steiner as well.
Yeah. But Steiner and Garnet are going to be behind on levels right now because they were away from the party for quite a while.
Oh, you missed the Grand Dragon Festival.
Oh, so Ryan, you Jilly? What is Jilly? I don't understand.
You can't get stoned.
Oh,
that's actually kind of another reason that Steiner somewhat tends to fall out of use with players because he falls behind on levels so early on. And unlike Garnet, who has healing magic, he actually does need to be on par in terms of levels in order to match other characters' damage output.
And you get other physical attackers later on because there's
there's Amaranth.
We've already got Zidane and Freya, and we also get Amaranth. God, these soldiers just look like Cammy wearing pot helmets. I can't look away. Man, I lost my train of thought. But Garnet avoids being falling out of use because regardless of falling behind on levels, until you get Aiko, she's the only healer. So you kind of
what level were you earlier? 17,
it was like
18?
18, 19.
18.
Okay.
All right.
I'm also trying to set myself up for the optional boss coming up.
Oh, yeah. Tantarian.
Oh, that's actually not that bad.
But that wasn't that bad.
Holy shit!
Well, I think our standards are skewed because of the Grand Dragon Massacre of 14, but
Oh man.
I'm surprised you didn't kill Marcus so that Steiner gets it all for himself.
Well, I wanted him to steal the build-up thievery.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Although, if you're stealing regularly, there's not really much point in actively grinding thievery, because
I figured I might as well. I was going to cut it out anyway.
Yeah, it's just that if you steal one item per every battle throughout the entire game, you should have enough by the end of the game to deal max damage with thievery.
So we get Steiner back in our main party now, I'm guessing, right?
Steiner is such a wooden asshole. Like, he just spent how long as Bronze prisoner, and he still doesn't get that the Queen is betraying them.
He's just confused, okay? Yoink!
Curses! Now what do we do?
Just stand there.
Look really annoyed.
Yeah.
So, like, after all that stuff with Garnet trying to help Blink, you don't even do that on screen? Like, Marcus goes and does that in the... Oh, the timer goes down during your menu stuff, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Now, you want Steiner to be between 150 and 200, I believe, below his max HP for this if you want to do this optional boss fight really easily.
Yeah.
And have everyone an antibody.
That is... Oh, wait, hold on. This is
Everyone.
where you fight the evil book, isn't it?
Yeah, Ted
Yep.
Carrion. There are two opportunities to fight this boss. One is right now, and the other is while Alexander is summoned. So, you know...
I do it now just because I do it early.
Yeah, it's much easier if you fight it later, but the rewards you can get from the boss are much more beneficial at this point in the game than they are then.
It's the same reward either time, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's the same boss, same stats, same thief steals.
So it's just like you're earlier in the game, so the stuff you get is better now. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
Especially the demon's mail.
Yeah.
Why are we stealing the demon's mail? Like, come on, dude, that's just rude. like it's probably just bills, and like that's not even all that interesting. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're behind on your blood sacrifices this week.
Okay,
Phil.
Ted, you know, usually you're on the ball when it comes to puns, but Final Fantasy XIV actually made that joke first.
Damn it!
It has a quest where you're trying to get armor, and the quest name is You've Got Mail.
That's so dated. Come on.
Wasn't that the
Still
name
works.
of? Wasn't that the name of a Reese Witherspoon romantic?
Yeah, which is
comedy?
named off a fucking AOL greeting.
Oh, there are all of the quest names in Final Fantasy XIV are just the translators having a laugh, because there's stuff like you're fighting a giant crab called Cancer, and the quest name is It's Not Lupus. There's a number of quests in the pirate country that have this running joke. It's probably pirates. It's probably not pirates. It's definitely pirates.
Oh, wait, hold on a moment. I know what you're doing. You're trying to get him to a specific number of HP so that when the boss hits him, you can spam minus strike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the strategy for this.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
The way Tantarian works is that you have to hit... Every time you hit him, whatever
He opens
amount
to
of
a
damage you
different
do
page, yeah.
adds up to the numerical value of the page number. So, for instance, if you did 27 damage, you open up page 27 of the book. You have to get him to a specific number.
It's
for him
between
to-
150 and 200, I believe.
150 and 200? Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. 150 and 200. When you're between those numbers, the actual boss appears, and that's where you can start damaging him.
Oh, so you're having Steiner do minus strike so that you can actually do damage to him. There.
Now,
The precise
Well,
damage,
to
yeah.
get him to reveal himself.
Oh, and he hits.
He went straight for Steiner to start with. God damn it.
this is another thing that the classic battle screen kind of prevents the story from doing. But how must the people who are in this library be reacting to 4 people randomly having a battle with a magic book in the middle of the library? And what must they think of the dumbass who keeps using steel over and over?
I've heard of quite a few books that are painful to read, but this is ridiculous.
Not to mention, like, this is one of those rare instances where an enemy's physical attack is something that actually makes me wince because he hits you with the corner of the book. Have you guys ever got hit by the corner of a book?
Especially if it's hardcover, like.
Yeah. That shit fucking hurts.
You ever have a grudge against somebody? You have to whack them with your Harry Potter. Like, oh wow, this thing's adorable. Why are you killing it?
And
you
the only
gotta
thing-
hit him with Order of the Phoenix specifically.
Ooh, is that War and Peace?
Wait, so hold on. What are you looking for?
Trying to cure Doom
Oh, dude.
on Steiner, so I don't have to build him up.
Sadly, I don't think there's a way to cure that, is there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
To
going to
live
try with
is to
Remedy just
die.
in case.
No, what you want to do is you want to let him die, and then you want to use a Phoenix down.
Yeah, you gotta have to let him die.
Miss. God damn it.
And
Again.
then you minus strike the shit out of Tantarian.
Yeah.
Well, I already did that, so I can try and build him up with other characters. But once he's out, the only thing he can do is poison, so just have antibody on, and he can't do anything to you.
So
That's
he
it,
doesn't
yeah.
ever go back into the book, right?
Oh, he
No,
will.
He does. He does
By-
eventually.
By the way, this is something you might blunder during the opening, because the game doesn't tell you this at any point. Phoenix Pinion is an equipable item, but only Aiko can equip it. And she learns the Phoenix Summon by equipping it. You get quite a few Phoenix Pinions over the course of the game, and they function the same way as a Phoenix Down.
But
So you
only
might
in
be-
battle.
Yeah, but you might be using it as a Phoenix Down. Save at least one, so that Aiko can learn the Phoenix Summon.
Yeah, it's also a summoning tool.
Is it the only way that she can learn it?
Yeah, it's the item she learns the Phoenix Summon from.
Is it
Full stop.
Is it a good summon?
It revives your entire party and deals fire damage to the enemy.
Then
Fuck,
yes,
Phoenix
that is
is
a
always-
good summon.
Phoenix has always been a useful summon. I had an advantage when I came to this game because I played Final Fantasy VIII first, and the Phoenix Pinion item in Final Fantasy VIII actually summons Phoenix, and you have to use it at least once, because after you use Phoenix Pinion at least the first time, and you summon Phoenix on purpose, Phoenix has a random chance of showing up when all of your party members are dead to revive you.
Oh, you're trying to get Steiner to the specific health so that he can open the book again. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause at this point, exactly right on time.
So,
So really, Tantarian being inside the book is very dangerous because he has this one attack called Paper Storm. Now, what Ryan's levels, it's not lethal, but if you're going at this without Grand Dragon grinding, it is very dangerous and probably gonna wipe out into your entire party.
Yeah.
this and how lenient is this timer for like actually getting to Garnet and such?
Fairly lenient, but don't waste too much time on him.
Well, if you're without going after Tantarian, 30 minutes is more than enough.
Way more than enough.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing
Time
that,
limits here just in case you fight Tantarian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm guessing that if you run out of time, it's just game over.
Yeah. The thing about time limits in Final Fantasy games is that they are never strict. Like, ever. You have, at the very beginning of Final Fantasy VII, you have 10 minutes to get out of a Mako reactor that takes about 3 minutes to get out of if you fight all the battles along the way.
The only time limit I would ever say is strict, for lack of a better word, is the time limit when you're preventing Ultros from dropping the 4-ton weight on Celeste's head in 6. Because it all depends on whether or not you run into the rats.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
on the
you
upper
could just
stage
keep on
area.
trying that section over and over again, if I remember correctly. So
You get up to a few times before you have to reset.
okay.
Yeah. The only other time that I can think of Final Fantasy ever using a time limit in a strict fashion is kind of an unorthodox way. At the beginning of Final Fantasy VIII, you have a section where you have to go into a fire cavern and fight Ifrit, and you're instructed to choose your own time limit. The tighter you run, whatever time limit you choose, the higher your rank on the test.
So it's all self.
Yeah, but
Self.
but here's the thing. Even if you pick the lowest time limit and blitz it, you're still judged on how little time you had remaining at the end. So in order to get the best time, you have to keep Ifrit alive until there's like 30 seconds remaining on the timer, regardless of what your choice is.
Oh, this guy's giving you a lot of shit.
Yep.
How much HP does he have?
21,000.
21,000.
Around 21,000.
Okay, so Okay, well,
Not too bad, but
Fiera's been doing like a good 4,000 damage, so you should be.
well, I also focused up a lot.
Okay. What does focus do?
Increases your magic power.
Oh, okay. Does it increase it for like the whole fight, or is it like your power goes back to normal once you use it?
That I do not know. Let me look that up.
I do really like the battle music in Final Fantasy IX, though. It's catchy.
It's kind of weird that Tantarian has the regular battle theme playing, though.
Well, they have like a hurry up theme playing throughout the regular section, I noticed. So I guess it's just supposed to emphasize that this is special. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, it increases the magic power permanently for the fight,
Okay.
and it can be stacked.
All right. You know, that looks really cool until you realize, oh, you're guarded. Oh, never mind. Now you just got purple shit all over your clothes. You might want to wash that off.
It'd be nice if Zidane did his fucking job and stole the last thing.
Yeah, I know. Tantera has given Ryan a lot of shit.
I saw you got a silver fork. I'm assuming that's for Kina.
Yeah.
What else can you steal from him?
The Demon's Mail.
The Demon's Mail.
Oh.
Which is really good for this point in the game.
Okay. And you don't want to kill him until you do that, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It is plus 27 defense, absorbs shadow damage, and increases the damage of the user's shadow elemental attacks, which for Steiner, I don't think he has any at this point.
Well, there's
No.
sword magic, isn't there?
Yeah. I tried to
To
no
get
avail,
it
that's a
is
shame.
rare steel, Ryan. You try to get it is
Yeah.
rare steel.
Yeah. The Demon's Mail would also teach you High Tide for Steiner, which is... Demon's Mail can be equipped by Steiner and Freya. So, to have High Tide this early in the game would be really beneficial.
What is the?
Oh,
It lets you go into trance faster.
Oh, okay.
oh snap! Steiner is at 1 MP.
Yeah. So
You
I just decided to kill him.
Do you get?
You
So you don't
practically-
get it? Is
No.
Is this the only place you can get this specific item?
You can get it later, I believe, but
Much later. The reason fighting Tantarian this early is so beneficial is
30
because
AP and all the experience.
Oh wow.
yeah, lots of experience, lots of AP, and the items you get are from later on in the game. You did get the running shoes though.
Hey, we are worthy. We are worthy.
Let's just to clarify the importance of Demon's Mail, that's Disc 3 armor.
And we're
Yeah,
halfway
it's-
through
you
disc 2. So
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot to do in Disc 2, so, having Disc 3 armor for the duration of that is pretty damn handy.
Yep.